just want to bring to attention that there was an incident just before the adjournment. The face of Colonel Steyn was shown live
Where now?
on TV. This is a contravention of the
Yeah, I know.
conditions that the court has laid down, that no witness face
Yes.
might be flighted
So what was the reason?
onto. Well, they say it was a mistake. We reserve our opinion as far as that is concerned, but we've been given the assurance that the footage will be deleted and will not be shown under any circumstances. That will be the only condition, my
Who
lord.
is saying that? Who is the person in charge of
Yeah,
this?
the court reporter was here, and the issue was raised with him.
Kolonel, is hij tevreden met die
No, it's fine, my
om
lord.
tegen om te zeggen, we zullen het terugstellen?
That's fine. No
It's okay.
Yes, thanks.
Yeah, because they're not supposed to do it.
problem. I understand, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a problem, thanks.
They can take out Dricker's stain.
Yes. They say the witness turned around
And then?
and faced the camera, and that is the reason why they say his footage was captured.
Okay. Hey.
But
Okay.
we will only let it slide on condition that it doesn't happen again, my lord.
Thanks, yeah. Apologize for that.
Yes, thank you. Colonel Steyn, we are on page 46 of your affidavit. The conversation between Longwe and Zandi, and we referred you to the download of Longwe. The time that is reflected there, and we ask you to comment on the time that is reflected there and page 46 of Triple J1, the section 205 of Ms. Kelly Kuman.
Yeah, that's correct, my lord. If you compare that time, on the Vodacom spreadsheet, it's 18:57. And if you go to the download, it shows 04:57 p.m. And if you add the 2-hour rule, it's exactly then the same time.
Lana ke kumala nokuxhumana ke bekutshengisiwe ke la phakathi kwakhe ke uLongwe kanye naye ke uZandi Khumalo lana ke isikhathi it's 1857 ne
Yes.
kubhalwe la u1857 kodwa uma ubuka ke lana ithi 05:57:36 so uma ke usufaka lawa amahora amabili ke kuba yisona ke lesiya sikhathi lesiya.
And with reference to exhibit Triple K4, the first page thereof, Advocate Nshololo put it to you that there in the shaded portion, there appears page 23,
That's correct, my lord.
and she also referred you to the 15th of October 2014, the third last page on the same exhibit. There appears an entry P4411, paged 4411.
That's correct, my lord.
And she put it to that is an indication that you are fabricating.
Yeah, that is definitely not true.
Yes.
Like I mentioned, I did it in the presence of, during my consultation with Advocate Malloy and Chipanda.
Lana ke kulama phepha amabili ke la kubhalwe khona ke la noma la ebekhombise khona ke Advocate Mshololo ukuthi kunaleya P23 obhaliwe lapha bese kuba no P4411 washo ukuthi ke ubufakazi lobuyana ke obufakelo noma yinto oyenzileke njengoba bese ngishilo ukuthi akulona iqiniso futhi lokho ngakwenza ke ukhona ke Advocate kanye nayo Advocate Sibanda.
And these entries, what do they refer to? What is the purpose of those entries?
The entry on the first page, the page 23, that is my statement, my exhibit 01.
U23 ke noma lo P23 obhaliwe lana ke i-statement sam exhibit u01.
And the page 4411, that refers to the page on the Vodacom records, the section 205.
Bese kuthi ke P4411 ke kusho ke ngama record akwa Vodacom is section 205.
And when were these entries made?
On the morning during our consultation,
Well lokho kwenziwa ke kusekuseni ngathi ke ngangikhuluma ke nabeshushisi.
Yes, right. Is it during the current session or the previous session?
no, this issue.
Kwenzeka ke ngalesikhathi njengoba sengibuya ke okwesibili.
Yes, we're referring to not the August
No, not to the
proceedings,
August. No,
this year's proceedings.
that's correct.
Yes.
Asikhulumi ke ngo-August kunyaka ondlule kodwa ke into yamanje njengoba sengibuya ke.
And in the same vein, Advocate Nisi suggested that we've already partly covered this, that the reason why the times don't follow on each other on Exhibit K4 is because the information, as he put it, was planted.
That's also not true. It's definitely not planted. That is not the only entry which is not in a numeric order. If you go through the rest of the paper, there's other dates which also not 100% correct.
Bese shilo ke bona bese khulumela ke lokho ukuthi ke ushilo ke Advocate Mnisi ukuthi ke imbangela ke ukuthi lapha yana ke lama entry lapha yana noma lokho kubhaliwe lapha yana kungahambi ngokulandelelana ke ngoba into nje efakiwe ke noma ebekiwe noma ke eplantiwe ke uma singasho ke cha akusona ke iqiniso lokho akusiyona phela ke into engahambi ngokulandelelana ekhona lapha yana.
He also added that the fact that there was deletion of certain information might also have had an influence or an impact.
That's correct, my lord. If you go to the contact list, you see clearly that there was some stuff deleted.
Ngishilo ke nokuthi ke ngenxa yokuthi ke khona ke izinto ezasulwa ke lokho ke kwakungaba nomthelela ke uma uya kuona ama contact list uyabona ukuthi khona ke okwasulwa lapha yana kwangaba nomthelela.
And just lastly, on the issue of the evidence being planted, you responded that you received the CD from the investigating team and that the XRY program cannot be manipulated. You confirm that?
That's correct, my lord.
Ngishilo ukuthi ke isidi ngayithola ke kuthimba eliphenyayo nokuthi ke lo lahlelo ke bizwa ngokuthi ke XR ukuthi ke akukho ongakwenza kulona.
Advocate Msololo put it to you that without seeing the device itself, the downloads cannot be confirmed. Can one access the downloads without the XRY program?
No.
Akwazi ke ukuthi ke ama downloads ungawathola ke ngaphandle kwayo ke le program noma lo lahlelo olubizwa ngokuthi ke XRY.
Thank you, Malak. That is all.
Yeah, just about your CV, Colonel. Before we get to there, you remember before Advocate Nisi had completed his cross-examination, I asked you about how you compiled the downloads together with the section 203. You told me about two other numbers, you remember? And you gave me a document like so.
That's correct, yeah.
Where's that document? Because you did explain, but I don't think we numbered it. Did we number it?
It's on that CD which I handed in on Friday.
Yeah, okay, did you hand it in?
Yes.
It's exhibit what?
It's Exhibit K5 in brackets E.
Yeah, fine. So I'm not going to ask you about that because you have already explained. But my interest is just as a police officer, do you take an oath to perform your job?
That's correct, my lord.
Yebona njengephoyisa ke ngiyasithatha ke isifungo sokuthi ke noma ngiyafunga ukuthi ngizokwenza umsebenzi wami.
Yeah, like judges.
You can even refer to us our code of conduct.
Yeah. In terms of the Police Act.
That's
also.
correct, that as well, yeah.
And what happens if you transgress your code?
Well, like a normal law, they can take you for fraud or anything on that line.
Uma kuukuthi ke manje usiyaqala noma ke awukwenzi ke lokho okufungela ukuthi uzokwenza ke ila khona ke umthetho ke usungathatha ke indawo yawo.
How many cases? I see here you say, I'm reading your affidavit. You say you're attached to the National Cold Case Investigation Unit based in Pretoria. National Head Office, and you've acted as an analyst and investigation officer. And then 2, you say, I've been attached to my current position since 2021, but before I was at the Priority Crime Management Center since 2009 as an analyst. I have up to date analyzed in excess of about 2,000 cases. Is it correct? Is it true? Let me ask you like that.
It could be more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2,000 cases.
It could be more.
Any
But I-
court ever
I-
told you you're a liar
No, not at all.
or rejected your evidence?
Never, never.
It's not possible?
No, never, my lord.
Never.
Never.
Kubhaliwe-ke laphayana-ke kwinkatho ukuthi ifunda-ke istatimende sakhe noma-ke affidavit yakhe ukuthi usesebenzeke noma usenzeke amakheyisi andlulileke ku-2000 uthi-ke asengeqaka noma abe ngale-ke ku-2000 kodwa kaze kwenzeke ukuthi inkantolo isho-ke ukuthi cha kubufakazi ngethulileke ukuthi-ke angiwenzanga umsebenzi wami noma futhi-ke angiwenzanga ngendlela ekufanele ukuthi ngibe ngiwenze ngayo noma futhi nginamanga.
And have you appeared in the regional court and the high court?
That's correct, my lord. Even Cape Town, Joburg here, and we're currently busy in Natal as well, KZN.
Ngihambile-ke ifunda la eGoli Cape Town futhi-ke nanjengamanje-ke khona-ke la senza umsebenzi khona-ke eNatal.
The unit which you were attached to,
That's correct.
was it said it was based in
The last 2 years in Pretoria,
Pretoria, no?
yes, and before that in Joburg,
In Joburg?
yes.
Kule
But I
minyaka
also-
emibili-ke yokugcina besila ePitoli kodwa ngaphambi kwalokho besiseGoli. Sorry.
No, and I also assisted the national non-ferrous team. So with that, I worked the whole country.
Khona kunala futhi-ke bengisebenza-ke South Africa yonke.
Have you lectured any of the rookies, young people who come in to be
Yes.
trained as analysts, etc.?
Yes, especially in my last years at the PCMC
Oh,
in Jameson, in my office, when I was in command of the team, and I lectured it, and some of the guys is already testifying in court now.
Futhi-ke lana-ke eJemiston-ke kula nala futhi-ke bekhona-ke amaphoyisa-ke asafikayo noma safufusa-ke ebengiwanikeza-ke i-training futhi abanye babo-ke sebethula ubufakazi ey'nkantolo.
I'm sorry to pry. I know you are retired. Do you have any interest in pursuing your career as a detective analyst?
That's correct, my lord. I'm currently busy assisting the people, and let's hope there's a contract coming for me or in the private sector.
Ingaba unenhloso yini yokuthi-ke usungaqhubeka-ke noma mhlambe ngawumsebenzi wokuphenya-ke? Yebo, ngiyabalekelela-ke futhi ngiyethemba-ke lokuthi-ke kuyinkampani eziyimele-ke i-private sector ikhona-ke inkontileka engingayithola.
Have you been trained outside the country, for instance?
No, not.
Never trained.
Angaze-ke ngithreyineke ngaphandle-ke kwase-South Africa, sorry.
I can well mention that I do receive in-service training from people who's been trained outside the country.
Kodwa ngasho ukuthi-ke ngiyathola-ke uqeqesha noma-ke lokho kubizwa ngokuthi in-service training kubantu-ke abaqeqeshiwe-ke ngaphandle kwaseNingizimu Afrika.
Do you know any of the accused in front of this court?
Not before, I know them now.
Abamangalelwa-ke bengingabazi-ke ngaphambili kodwa ngiyabazi-ke manje.
What did you gain by fabricating, as it has been put to you by all the councils, by fabricating and conspiring to fabricate and perverting the course of justice? Or what would you gain in a case like this?
Absolutely nothing, my lord, because
When they give you a promotion, for instance, to say, oh,
then it's too late. Now it's too late. No, I agree with you. There's absolutely nothing in it for me which I can gain. And let's say fabricating evidence. Like I already mentioned before this morning, that time when they download the phone, not even no one knows about the number 202. So why should someone during the line put 202 in a spreadsheet?
Akukho ke engakuzuza ke ngokuthi ke ngethuleke noma ngiletheke ubufakazi engasibona ubufakazi engaziyo ukuthi ke ubufakazi obuhamanga akukho engakuthola nokuthi bangathi ke mhlawumbe banginikeza ke isikhundla ke sekulate ke manje ngoba esho ukuthi akasebenzi ke manje ngoba ngishilo ke ngaphambilini ukuthi inkathi kwenziwa yona ke i-download leyana ke akekho umuntu owayenolwazi ke lwale number e202 manje ke sokuzokwenzeka kanjani ke ukuthi kube nomuntu nje ozozo avela azofaka leyo number leyo.
But are you adamant that you have never been charged? I know some judges have been charged, for instance, my colleagues, who are alleged to have been dishonest or to have contravened the law or the ethics. Some of them have been charged.
No, never.
Have you never been
Never.
departmentally?
Never departmental.
Because when you read today that some police are also committing offences and some of them happen to be charged. You have never ever.
Never. I'm a clean record.
Angikaze ke nkathi ke ngisemaphoyiseni ke ngiye ke la kwinkundla ke noma ke la khona ke qondiswa khona igwegwe nangaphakathi khona ke emaphoyiseni angikaze nje lutho.
Yes, Mr. Baloi, any answers, questions arising from the court's questions?
No questions, my lord.
Mr. Gomezulu?
I've got questions. Sir, do you understand what is to take an oath?
That's correct.
Yebo ngiyakwazi ukuthi kuyini ke ukufunga.
Please tell the court.
That
What is it?
That I testified to the best of my knowledge and conscience.
Nokuthi ke ngizokwethula ke ubufakazi ke ngeyona ndlela ke futhi ke ngazi ke ukuthi ke bophezela la kunembeza.
And I took the prescribed oath of binding on my conscience.
Ukuthi ke leso sifungo leso engisithathayo ukuthi siyangibophezela ke kuyena ke unembeza wami.
All right. I just want to clear up this aspect. Are you retired or resigned from the SAPS?
Now retired, but like I said, I'm still assisting my team because there isn't another AMB analyst appointed with them yet. But I'm also assisting some private companies, especially in my case now, I'm assisting them in farm attacks, farm murders, do analysis.
Akusiyo ukuthi ke ngisulile emsebenzini kodwa ke kufike isikhathi sokuthi ke ngibeke phansi ke noma ke lokwakubiza uphecelezi ke ukuretire kodwa manje ngoba ngishilo ukuthi akakabi khona ke umuntu ke owenzayo lo msebenzi ngisabalekelela ke neinkampani ezimele ke futhi la ekuhlaselwa khona ke kakhulukazi emaplazini ngisabalekelela.
For mere assisting your colleagues, does not derive a personal interest? Can that not mean you have derived a personal interest?
In which way?
All right. You are retired, you're no longer with the SAPS. Anything that you offer the state, does that not benefit you personally?
No, not at all at this stage.
Manje ke njengoba ngithi ngiyalekelela ke akukho engithi ke kukhona ke engikuzuzayo kuloko uma ngilekelela umbuso.
Do you know that a person, I'm talking about a person who fabricates or manufactures something, it's a personal decision of that person. Do you agree?
No, I agree. It's like the judge or my lord mentioned.
You don't have to.
Ngiyakwazi ke uma ukuthi ke umuntu wenza into engekho ukuthi ke bekhona ke lokho ukuthi ke alethe ubufakazi ongasibona ke ukuthi ke yebo lo wenzani manje ngoba umehluleli beqeda ukusho ke manje.
You don't have to know these accused persons for a person to derive a personal interest of fabricating evidence.
No, it's true. I don't have to know anyone to do or been instructed to do something or something. I just do my own job to the best of my knowledge.
Kuyiqiniso ukuthi asikho isidingo sokuthi ngazi umuntu ukuthi ngenze ke noma yini noma ngenza into ukuthi nje ngenza umsebenzi wami ke ngalendlela ekufanele ngwenze ngayo futhi nangendlela engazi ngakhona.
Before I conclude, let me just put it to you. Wait until Brigadier Gininda take that stand. You wait until he is cross-examined. That's when I'll make a conclusion. Because I didn't say you fabricated. But wait until Gininda take that stand. That's when I'm going to put it to you, or to him, and to include you, that you fabricated all the evidence. You cooked the evidence.
On what do you base that, sir?
I'll base on what
Because
is coming.
No, wait. Geninda hasn't testified about his cell phone numbers.
May I repeat it? Maybe you didn't hear me, my lord.
Me,
Yes.
I hear everything in this.
May I rephrase it?
Yeah.
I'm
rephrase.
saying, wait until Geninda takes that stand. That's when I'm going to conclude that he fabricated evidence in
On what
this court.
basis? Can I know?
Wait until the court will wait until Geninda take a stand.
I see. Okay.
Yes. I
fine.
don't want to put it now to him, but I'll make my own conclusions when Geninda takes that stand.
Yes, Mr. Ramsepidi.
As the court pleases, my lord, I do not have any questions for the witness.
Thanks. Yes, Mr. Ngumalo. Mr. Ngumalo, please.
I thought it's for case number 3.
I said Ngumalo. I didn't say Mr.
Sorry,
Mnisi.
madam, sorry. I have nothing arising from the court's question.
Yes,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mnisi.
Thank you, my lord.
Sir, is it correct that on a number of occasions you are admitted in your own weight that in the compilation of the testimony or the information that you had to come and give here at court, you had made numerous mistakes. There are issues where you were not certain about. You forgot those issues. Is that not so?
The only one I can mention is on page 23.
I'm not saying mention those instances. I'm saying, is it not so that you made mistakes, you forgot certain things in your...
And I can refer to my spreadsheet where I typed the numbers wrong.
Engikwaziyo ke la ngenze khona ke iphutha ngishilo ke page 23 nakusona ke spreadsheet sami la engiye mhlambe ngabhala noma ngatype wrong.
Sir, is it correct that on a number of occasions you said there are issues that you made mistake on and there are issues that were which you forgot?
No,
Akusiloda ke iqiniso
So you never
ukuthi ke
said that
ngivumeleke
you
ukuthi
made
ngenza
mistake and
amaphutha.
then you forgot.
not many occasions.
Now you said you have actually, as the court was leading you, that you had done more than 200 cases and none of those cases were returned. 2,000, yes. And none of the presiding officers in those cases actually rejected your version.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Yebo ngishilo ukuthi kunamacala amaningi ke ngisebenze kuwona ka enqeleke kwinkulungwane ezimbili akukho ke umehlukelo wake la asho khona ke ukuthi cha ubufakazi bami abamukeleki.
That is, you basing that assumption on the fact that the courts on which you appeared before ultimately returned a verdict of guilty on those that you're testifying against.
I don't understand.
I am saying we are basing that on the fact that the court on which you appeared or at which you appeared before would normally return a verdict of guilty against those that you're testifying against.
I can't agree. Or I can't comment.
Ingabe lokho ukusho ngoba lezo inkantolo lezo owethule ubufakazi kuzona ke inkantolo mhlambe labo owawufakaza ngakubona ke abalahlwa amacala angeke ngivumeke futhi akukho engakusho kuloko.
Let me tell you this, sir. In court, there are procedures. One of them, there's something called appeals. It could be that those courts that you appeared before on the basis of the fact that they would almost all convict people, then you would assume that your version is not rejected. But you don't know what is happening on appeal, not so?
No, actually, I monitor all my cases where there's been convictions.
Yeah.
Angikutshela lokhu ke kukhona okuningi ke okwenzekayo ke enkantolo asithi umuntu ke ulahlwe icala ke awukwazi ukuthi kwenzekani ke kamuva ke uma sekudluliswa icala engakusho kwena ke ukuthi ke onke amacala engithula ubufakazi kuwona ke ngiyawalandela ke la khona futhi ke abantu balahlwe amacala.
That is what I'm putting you, sir, that in as much as all the cases that you're appearing before, on the presiding officers, with due respect, that you're appearing before, their finding would be that the people that that you have testified against, they will be found guilty. But the second leg of what is happening there, that is their appeals, maybe at
Mr. Minister, please, that's speculation. Present the evidence to him and say, in case number so and so, this is what happened.
I'm not here to present evidence, my lord.
No,
that is never my duty.
No, that's
it is
speculation.
him.
He's
It's
told
the
you-
witness.
no,
I'm
no,
trying
Mr.
to.
Mnisi.
I'm trying to
Mr.
demonstrate to
Mr.
him
Mnisi,
that
just
he might
just
not be
behave,
accurate
please.
in saying
Just
that
behave.
in all the cases
Just
because there are
behave.
appeal processes.
Just behave, please. He's told you he monitors all his cases.
Thank
Now
you,
you're
ma'am.
telling him about appeals and
Thank you, my lord. I'm going to request you, say, of all the 2,000 cases that you're saying you're monitoring, to identify if there are cases that went on appeal and what were the outcomes on appeal,
Don't
and
make-
come and present them here. Because
You don't have to, you don't have to. I'm overruling him, okay?
Okay, thank you, my lord.
You don't have to.
Thank you. And the reason why I'm saying this is because there's a trajectory that has been busy formulated here at court that has got to do with a credibility finding when that time for credibility finding has not yet arrived. And that is totally irregular. Thank you. I've got no further questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
I thought yes, curriculum vitae is in your affidavit,
Yes,
and you read it into the record.
that's correct.
Thank you. Okay.
It's me, my lord.
Sorry, yeah.
Colonel, you're saying there is there is no case wherein your evidence has been rejected. Is that what you said? There is no
correct.
case wherein your evidence has been rejected.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yebo ngiyashoka ukuthi akukho la khona ke ubufakazi bami ke abamukelwa khona.
Could you please give us a list and the citation of those cases so that the information that we have tendered under oath now can be verified?
That's correct,
list-
my lord. I can do it if you instruct me to do it. But I can also mention, they talking about now 2,000 cases which appeared in court. That's not the incident. I work on 2,000 cases and appear in court regularly. It's not 2,000 cases. And I can tell now, the investigation officers contact me. We monitor my old cases. So I can just go, if I still got the records, because why must I keep the records still? If the investigation officer was part of my team that time, not phoning me now and said that is the result of that, I won't have any record anymore.
Sengingaya ke ngiyobheka ke emuva ke uma kuukuthi ama record asekhona nokuthi futhi ke abaphenyi ke balawo macala bayaxhumana ke nami uma kuukuthi akasaxhumani ke nami kodwa ke ngisengahamba ke ngiyobheka ke lawo ma case ngoba ngishilo ukuthi ama case ke ngiyawalandelela.
If you can just give us citation, then we'll be able to do the research on our own. And the reason why, Colonel, I'm asking for this proof is because this is a court of law. Whatever that you say in court, it must be substantiated by evidence. That's why I'm saying give us citation so that we can go and research those cases to verify if your evidence has never been rejected in all of those 2,000 cases.
Okay, my lord.
Ngizokwenza ke lokho ukuthi ke ngininikeza ke lawo ma case lawo ukuthi nizowabheka.
Yeah, you've just said you understand the meaning of taking an oath. Which oath were you referring to? The oath when you are being employed or the oath that you take here in court when you are testifying? Which oath were you referring to?
No comment, my lord. Because it seems to me we're playing now.
Ushilo ke ukuthi uyazi ukuthi kuyini ukufunga usho ukufunga ke uma ngabe uqala ke umsebenzi njengephoyisa noma ukufunga la enkantolo akukho ke ngizokusho ke lapho ngoba sengathi siyadlala ke manje.
Colonel, from your experience in the service of the SAPS, there are many police officers who have testified against the accused or about the accused in cases that they've dealt with. Do you understand?
Yes?
Yebo kuyiqinisa ukuthi maningi ke amaphoyisa ke athule ubufakazi ngakubona ke abamangalelwa.
And some of the evidence of those police officers had been rejected, not on the basis that they knew the accused that they were working with or the suspects they were working with, but the test for rejecting evidence is the unreliability and authenticity of evidence that that individual is testifying about, which is not the case in your evidence.
My lord, I can testify the same about her. She's unreliable, trying to put me in a way, so we can point fingers to each other in this court.
Thank you, my lord. I have no further. Thank you, my lord. I have no further questions. It shows the experience of being a colonel, the way you are responding.
And you as an advocate.
You know what? Thanks ever so much.
Thank
for
you, my
your
lord.
assistance. I know it was disconcerting for you to break off your vacation,
on my long leave.
your long leave. Okay, we appreciate your
Thank you, my lord.
efforts. Okay. Yes, Mr.
As the court, please, my lord, the court indicated at some stage that the court would like to recall Ms.
No, I'm
Pinky
not going to.
Vathelikam. Is it still necessary? Because
not going
we asked her just to be on standby.
Hello?
We asked her not to come to court, but just to be on standby.
No, I'm not going to recall it,
Oh,
because
that's
this witness has covered
As
all
a
those
court,
G's
please.
and G's, which gave me a problem.
As a court, please, my lord. Can we maybe adjourn for about 15 minutes just to have a discussion with my colleagues?
You're excused.
Sorry.
Okay, no?
Switching off, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I've just received an indication that apparently Advocate Numala wants to hand in certain documents.
Is it? Which documents are those?
My lord, there were exhibits that I referred to in my cross-examination.
Yeah, you handed them off.
Yes. No.
You didn't hand them
this,
up.
this is the second one.
Oh, the second one. The first
Yes.
one was
Exhibit. Advocate Sivano, can you assist? Exhibit.
The first one was Triple K5F, the downloads.
yeah, triple K5.
Triple KF,
F,
triple K5 in brackets F,
F, yeah.
the
okay.
downloads.
Right. And which one also?
Then there was a reference to a document that was not handed up, but I think my learned friend can elaborate on that.
Okay.
This one, my lord, would be exhibit triple K5H
5H.
from
Yeah.
Roman figure 1 to Roman figure 3.
Do you have a copy for the court?
Yes.
also? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So, is that it?
That's, yes, my lord, that is it. Thank you.
The other one, wait, I don't have a copy of the other one. It was triple K what? 5C.
5F. Triple K5F.
5F, oh, yeah. Okay, let's see.
Is it not with you, Canon? The exhibit.
Triple K5F.
I do have it, my lord, thank
Yeah, can I have a copy then? Bengi.
That will be on, my lord, thank you.
Okay, is it okay? Balui, must I adjourn or what?
As a court, please, yes, may we just adjourn for,
What's happening tomorrow?
well, that's what we want to discuss, my lord. That's what we want to discuss now
So I must come back.
with my colleagues, yes, if it's possible.
I must go out to come back.
Yes, unless if we were to adjourn and then come back tomorrow, but I suggest that maybe we
Have you heard
adjourn.
about South African politicians?
There's a lot, what in particular?
Hmm?
What in
They
particular?
go out, they come back. Right, you'll call me.